it's Duni here. Today I'm going to make some fun tags with jelly prints. Here I'm rolling out some acrylic paint with a rubber brayer, and then I'm going to add texture on top. I'm using 160 GSM paper, which I think is a good weight for tags, especially since I will be adding collage elements on top. I'm applying contrasting paint to the texture mat using a flat brush. Then I press it onto the jelly plate with even pressure. I repeat this process with different colors and let the prints dry. I have trimmed off the white edges of my prints. With a ruler I measure 7 by 14 centimeters and cut my tags. To get the typical tag shape, I will need to cut the corners at an angle. I admit I use a very unscientific way to do this, but it works for me. With a set square, I line up one of the parallel lines with the top of my tag and until the corner meets the edge. I mark it with a pencil and simply snip those corners off. Then I measure the center and use a hole punch to make a hole about 1 centimeter from the top edge. Now let's add some stamping. I'm using a grungy circle stamp as well as a number stamp. To add interest, I'm making some marks with wax crayons in contrasting colors. Next, I'm going to add some collage papers. I have some tissue paper, some vintage papers, jelly prints, and even old ticket stubs that I found in one of my desk drawers. I'm adhering the papers with matte gel medium. I have chosen a botanical motif for my focal image. I adhere them to each tag respectively. I also glue down some inspirational words. And finally, I loop a pretty ribbon through the holes. If you have watched this far, a thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. Bye!